JFD, just fair and direct.
Okay, hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to JFD Traders Espresso with me, Darius Anucauskas. Today is the 1st of September 2020. So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to this first day of autumn, first trading day of autumn as well. So yep, but as always guys, in this session what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at the markets, a few of the charts, the usual stuff, but before we do that, as always, let's quickly have a read through our disclaimer. So the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so now then, also just before we jump into the charts, quick mentioning of our JFD YouTube channel, to which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss any of our upcoming videos. And does not, and as always, as our JFD Bank website, and specifically our JFD research page, which we also update on a daily basis. So yep, feel free to visit us here on jfdbank.com and click on the research tab right there on the top, guys. Now, jumping into the charts. Now, just bear with me one moment. I think that I have a few technical issues here, but I think everything is now sorted, so hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. So now, like I said, jumping into the charts, the first one on the session here is the Shanghai Composite. The index is trading currently in the red. The index still has around 15 minutes left of trading, so let's see how all this is going to play out. But from the technical side, as I mentioned to you guys previously, as you can see, this short-term upside support line taken from the low of the 27th of July continues to provide a bit of support here, and yep, the price is still kind of balancing above it. Now, of course, we could say that yes, there is the trend is still to the upside, which is correct. However, we can see that the index is struggling to overcome this 3,457 territory. So as I've mentioned to you guys yesterday, we need a confirmation break above that barrier first before getting comfortable with higher levels. And with the downside, we would need to see it a drop below the 3,307 zone first in order to get maybe a little bit more excited about a possible move towards this highlighted area here near the 3,181 zone. So again, for now, it is at a very tricky spot, although we're seeing the index being slightly in the red today. However, it still balances above this upside support line, which is a positive. However, but we need that confirmation break above the 3,457 zone in order to get a little bit more comfortable with higher levels. Now, jumping into German DAX, yesterday the index closed in the red. However, it remained above the 21-day EMA, shown here as the yellow line. So in a way, what I was saying, that still, as long as it stays above this either 21-day EMA or at least above this short-term upside support line taken from the low of the 15th of June, then there is a good chance for the index to reverse and move higher. For those who are more on the cautious side, you could wait for a break above the 13,314 barrier here, and then aim for the upside, because such a move would confirm a forthcoming higher high and more buyers could be joining in. So again, for us, the more comfortable level here, after a break of which we could consider the upside, would be from the 13,314 zone. So keep your eyes on that one. Jumping into FTSE 100 now. I haven't looked at this one for quite a while, and well, as we can see, the index here is kind of drifting a little bit to the downside. Now, first of all, let me just clear up this chart and let me have a fresh start. Now, what we can see here is that the index kind of continues to trade below all of its EMAs here, the 21-day EMA, the 100-day EMA, and the 200-day EMA. It is also trading below this short-term tentative downside resistance line taken from the high of the 8th of June, and in a way kind of this kind of puts it a bit on the negative side, I would say. I mean, as we know, the FTSE is heavily kind of influenced by the pound performance. So the better the pound performs, the worse it is for the FTSE 100. So as you can see here now, the index is drifting lower. Yes, the pound is a little bit on the stronger side right now, and this is the effect that we're having. However, if you want to look at some lower levels, probably the ideal scenario here could come on a break of this, the lowest point of August near the 5,857 territory here. So a nice good drop below this area would confirm a forthcoming lower low, and then yep, we could aim for the lowest point of May here near the 5,661 territory. So that's one. So if to put it all in kind of from the shorter term perspective, or in put it short, a break below the 5,857 zone, that's what we need in order to get excited about lower areas. And if I'm going to draw this arrow nicely, then would be even better. So not like this. There we go, and there we go, and boom. So basically the downside could come on a break of this level here. In terms of the upside, we would need to see, first of all, of course, a break of this downside line. However, there are a bunch of obstacles here, strong obstacles on the way higher. So if you're looking for something maybe more of a medium term, then maybe a break of the highest point of June here near the 6,512 zone could be that ideal scenario. So from the very short term perspective, yes, if it climbs above the 200 this downside line and pushes above the highest point of August near the 6,297 zone, then yes, we could consider a further move higher. However, we'll be very careful near the 200-day EMA and near the highest point of June here around the 6,512 territory. But if that gets broken, now this is where probably more bulls could get excited. Jumping into gold, and gold is making its way nicely above this barrier. I talked about gold yesterday, so 1976 is breaking down right now and is pushing further north. It seems like it wants to push further north. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to keep it short and simple. Initially what we're going to target here is this 2015 zone, which I've mentioned to you guys a couple of weeks ago, where, as you can see, it acted as a fantastic area of resistance, and then kind of after a test of which the commodity drifted back down towards this upside support line taken from the low of the 20th of March. And this is where I was saying that keep your eyes on this upside line, because if it gets a bounce from it, then yes, we could see the upside again. So for now, the positive aspect is that we are seeing a nice push above this 1976 zone, and that's great. So the next target is the 2015 mark, which is near which is an inside swing low here of the 7th of August and near the high of the 18th of August. And then if that gets broken, then yes, of course, we will aim for the highest point of August near the 2075 mark, and that's, by the way, the all-time high as well. So jumping into Ethereum, this is what I talked about yesterday in my Traders Tea Time, and basically we had a nice push here above this level, the 416 zone, so that's great. And then what I was saying yesterday, that in a way where we're going to be targeting will be this this 447.50 territory, which is the highest point of August. And now, I mean, you can see that yesterday we failed to reach that, so basically that's the highest point of August now. Yesterday the bulls did have a chance to kind of push it higher, but yep, as you can see, they didn't really have enough steam to do that. Today it's a different story. They do have enough steam, and they're actually forming a new higher high, and they're breaking this 447.50 zone. So now it means that If the price today remains, this is a daily chart by the way, if the price remains above this 447.50 zone today, then yes, the next potential target here could be this the 485.62 zone, marked by the high of the, let me just quickly capture this one, guys, the 24th of July 2018. So keep your eyes on that one. It could be quite interesting, but for now, yes, I mean, like I said, it is, we are a little bit more on the positive side, especially if the price continues to balance above this 447.50 zone. If by any chance it starts reversing back down here, then well, this is where it could become tricky, and then yep, we could maybe consider the downside again. However, we would probably wait now for a drop below the 411 zone, which is marked by an inside swing high here of 24th of August, and then consider a possible larger correction to the downside. The reason why I'm saying correction, because we're still trading above this upside support line taken from the low of the 13th of March. Now jumping into a few pairs very quickly. So I've mentioned ADCHF recently, and what I was talking about was that keep your eyes on this. Well, last week I was telling you guys to keep an eye on this this kind of veg triangle pattern, but what I was saying as well, that even if we get a break through the upper side of it, still the more comfortable scenario after a break of which, after the more comfortable level after a break of which we could aim for some higher areas, could come on after a move above the 0.6687 zone here, marked by the highest point of July. And for now, it's just, this is where it's finding resistance today. So let's see if the bulls have enough power to kind of lift this one higher. If they do, then of course the next target is the highest point of June near the 0.6743. But if that gets broken, now this is where this would confirm a forthcoming higher high, and it could open the door towards the highest point of November 2018 near the 0.6888 zone, roughly around there, guys. So again, for now, be very careful here. Don't rush into anything yet, because if you look at probably some shorter time frame, there could be a possibility to see maybe a bit of a decline here. However, like I said, we are keeping an eye on this barrier, the 0.6687 zone. A nice good pop above it, yep, could open the door towards slightly higher levels. Quick update on NZD JPY. I talked about this one yesterday in one of my videos, and I was saying to keep an eye on the 71.66 territory here, which, as you can see, continues to provide decent resistance. Yesterday it did exactly the same thing. The pair found resistance, got a hold up near this level, and it kind of drifted back down. Today, this morning, we're seeing another attempt to make way above this area. However, we're not going to really do anything until we get that break here and we get the daily candle kind of staying above this area. If we do see something like that, then yes, our next target here is the highest point of December 2019, but before that we have the highest point of this year near the 73.35 zone, and like I said, slightly above that we do have the 73.54 zone, which is the highest point of December 2019. In terms of the downside here, if this suddenly starts dropping heavily lower and falls below somewhere here, below this little inside swing high of the 19th of August, which is around the 70.05 level, then yes, we could maybe aim for a bit of a decline here, and we could target initially we could target the lowest point of August near the 68.76 zone, and then maybe the this 68.07 level. But again, for now, the downside is slightly off the table, so let's see if we can get a nice breakthrough this 71.66 level. US dollar against Japanese yen, quick update here. So this is what I talked about yesterday, guys, and once again it failed to move above this 106 zone. So this this 106 zone, although we keep moving up and down here, it's the pair actually is oscillating around that level. So the 106 area did provide resistance once again, together with the 21-day EMA, and we're seeing this effect now that the pair is moving lower. However, as I've mentioned to you previously, if you want to look at some lower levels, probably just wait for a drop below the 105.30 zone, and then we could aim for further declines. In terms of the upside, here we need to see at least a break of this downside line here, taken from the high of the 24th of March, and then a push above the 107.55 level, in order to get a little bit more excited with higher areas. So like I said, for now, keep your eyes on that one. Euro against the Turkish lira, now something that you probably don't look at very often, but yesterday I mentioned this one. I just wanted to quickly run this by you. Basically, the pair is coming close again to this 8.8226 level, which is the all-time high for this pair, and that was reached in August here, and let's see if for September the pair is going to create a new all-time high. To be honest, it seems like there is a good chance of doing that. If I jump into a monthly chart, I mean, for now, looking at this picture, this is looking quite devastating here for the Turkish lira against the euro, but of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves. If we, in order to aim for some higher levels here, maybe even for that psychological 9 zone, we need to see a pop above the above the 8.8226 zone. So keep your eyes on this one. And finally, Euro USD. So here the pair is moving nicely to the upside. Yesterday I told you about this one, and I was telling you guys to keep a close eye on the high of this 18th of August near the 1.1965. So the pair did hit just slightly, fractionally above that, did hit a new high for August yesterday, and yep, then retraced back down. So today we're seeing a continuation move higher, and of course the pair is trying to test that psychological 120 zone, is just fractionally below it. So let's see if that 120 zone will provide some sort of resistance, initial resistance, from where the pair could correct a lower maybe, and then maybe find some support somewhere here, and then reverse back to the upside. So again, for now, like I said, it is a bit of a difficult one here, but yep, we're keeping a close eye on this 1.20 zone. If that gets broken, then the next possible target here could be, and let me just quickly capture this one, could be around 1.21 1.2155 zone, something like that, or even better. Let me just probably capture this one slightly below that. We do have the 1.2055, if I'm not mistaken, guys. 1.2055 zone, that could be our next little target, but above that we do have that 1.2155 marked by the inside swing low here of March of 2018. So keep your eyes on that one, guys. But again, for now, the most important is to monitor that psychological 120 zone. If it provides some sort of resistance, initial resistance, then we could see a bit of a correction here to the downside. So guys, I really hope you found it useful, and thank you very much for watching and listening. I'll have to wrap it up here. If you want to catch my video later on, my traders tea time is always 13:15 GMT. For now, guys, I hope you have a wonderful trading day, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.